Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, why WWE don't want Cody and Roman together on screen.
John Cena's been booking Saturday night's main event.
We got clarification on Drew McIntyre's status.
And what is Tony Khan's dream AEW signing?
I'm Andy H. Murray.
And I'm Phil Chambers.
The H stands for Herc from The Wire. Why not? He's a big boy. I'm a big boy. We're all big boys. Anyway, let's talk about Roman and Cody. Why aren't they on screen together? Why aren't they featuring in programs together? Why aren't they teaming up to be the ultimate babyface alliance against all the bastards of the world? Well, apparently WWE does not want them appearing together at the moment because they don't want to tease to a match that isn't going to happen, right? So this is a report from Ibu of Selfmade. I'm going to read you his quotes so that you get the full picture of all of this and none of it is misconstrued. He's talking about War Games, first of all. Speaking of Team Punk, the lineup has been in flux because 3 months ago I was told around SummerSlam that WWE wanted to sell tickets for Survivor Series, and they were going to do that by putting Cody, Roman, Punk, and Cena in one War Games team. That's what they wanted to do. I was told there would be a number of hurdles into making that team. Blatantly, things have changed because so far the men's War Games match is 3-on-3. They're going to beef that bad boy up, aren't they? But yeah. Plans change, pal, because it's the Fed, it's wrestling. A month later, I was told that Cody was not going to do that match. It's not on the cards for Cody to be in the match. And then I was told that Cody is scheduled to defend his championship on this show. There are people within WWE that believe that somebody involved does not want Roman and Cody to be on the same screen unless they can tease to a match they're going to deliver on. Somebody there, WWE, is saying either I can't be on screen with Cody or vice versa. I can't be on screen with Roman unless we get this match going. The bottom line is this. There is some concern about that, about the idea of do you really want to put them on screen, make the fans want to see that match again, and then you can't do the match. And right now, Cody and Roman is not scheduled. There are a lot of hurdles there. So fair enough, if you're not going to do the match, don't tease it. But I think, like, I don't know who in WWE doesn't want them to appear, or if it's Cody himself or Roman himself. I think you can appear on screen together without teasing a match, guys. Like, you could just be friends.
Definitely possible.
Yeah, you could just tell a story where they're friends.
It's a weird one because it shows restraint from WWE.
Yeah.
Which you don't often see, really, with these things. They normally just do stuff and it's like, well, just for the sake of doing stuff. So it is showing restraint and it's showing that they're thinking about these things, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
But I can also get, like, they're in a position where there's not a whole heap of people that feel like stars at the minute in WWE, which is mad compared to, like, a year or two ago when they had quite a lot of them, and, like, a lot of them have been diminished. So maybe they're trying to keep them separate to, like, keep that kind of star level for both of them as much as possible before merging them into one big thing.
Yeah.
You know?
It definitely helps that Roman is not around a lot, I think, because then it means they don't have to write around this idea as much. But, like, this kind of reminds me of the story from like a month or so ago where it was like WWE thinks that SmackDown sucks and they're taking steps to improve it. It's like, why? What? Hold on, you're the reason you wrote it. You are the booker. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Steps to fix ourselves.
Yeah, you can. I am desperately trying to find out who did this. You are the bookers. You can write whatever you want. You don't need to make people want a match between the two. They could just be a superhero alliance for a while. There's roots to this. So I think that sometimes these bookers in these promotions overthink so much. And they trip over themselves when at its core wrestling is pretty damn simple, isn't it?
Yeah, I also feel like War Games in itself is starting to become one of those things that just kind of gets in the way of the other stuff, where you've just got to book something that fits into War Games because War Games is coming up. Like when they had the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and they're like, crap, what feud are we going to put in?
It's Hell in a Cell month.
Like those themed pay-per-views that really force you into a thing. Like Elimination Chambers kind of managed to get away from that a little bit just because it's like fully like... It's basically Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Mania as the road to WrestleMania kind of thing.
It's an alternative.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
So it makes sense in terms of repercussions for Mania. But like War Games is just, we've got to find a team to go up against another team and put them in this thing, and it's starting to get in the way, I feel.
It's definitely gotten better. At least we don't have like TLC and things like that.
Yeah,
not there anymore. I once tweeted that like these matches, these pay-per-views feel like an obligation. They don't feel like heated blood feuds. It feels like, oh, it's this month. We have to do this match. And somebody replied going, what about the Royal Rumble? I was like, you got me there. You really got me there. Yeah, what about the Royal Rumble? Goodness gracious me. You know what isn't flabbergasting in the actually, it's flabbergasting how good this deal is.
It is quite
Phil.
flabbergasting.
Fastest VPN. The clue is in the name, guys. It's the speed on this thing is insane. If you sign up now, you're getting over 90% off. Not only that, but your subscription is for life. It's a sensational deal. The link is in the description and the pinned comment above there. All kinds of benefits with this one, including optimization for streaming platforms. I'm flabbergasted by how good this is.
It is pretty good. Comes with 2-year subscription to the family plan for their like password manager thing, so you can share your like Netflix passwords among your family and things like that as well.
What a deal.
$30.
Unbelievable.
Can't go wrong.
Get involved.
Click the link. Get yourself an VPN. You know who else has a VPN? Probably John Cena, I imagine.
He tried it once. He couldn't find Taiwan on the list. It was weird. What was going on there, John?
Saturday night's main event is going to be his last match on December the 13th, of course. And on Raw, he came out in his promo before his match with Dominic Mysterio, basically announcing that the show is going to be NXT guys versus main roster guys in a kind of help the next generation kind of deal thing that he's going
the
on.
youngins.
And it turns out that this idea has come from John Cena himself. Brian Alvarez mentioned this in the Wrestling Observer, obviously, saying that Cena's decision is based around he was recently in the Performance Center and kind of just loved his experience down there, sort of meeting new people, getting new perspectives on the business from the young kids, and wanted to do something to kind of try and elevate the next level on his way out, kind of thing. So I've got a quote from John Cena that's from a tweet that is so very John Cena.
Yep.
He just says, "Thank you to all the superstars at the WWE Performance Center for sharing with me different perspectives of our business. I spent the week digesting their feedback and was grateful to be able to return today and for another chance to learn and share wisdom."
Good.
He loves to share wisdom.
He does.
Old John Cena. So yeah, the idea for NXT versus main roster guys came from John Cena himself.
So John Cena's the booker now.
Yep.
That's it.
Booker Man Cena.
Look at me, I'm the booker now. Good. I mean, it's different. It's something different, isn't it? It's not just people who've occupied the same space revisiting old stuff. It's new, it's fresh. It's people probably people we've never seen work together before in fresh combos. I'm into this, but I really like this. I think it's really good.
We're just talking about gimmick pay-per-views, but it feels like a thing that could be a gimmick pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like a yearly thing of like, I don't know, double WWE changing of the guard.
Yeah, you got the title
some
right
kind
there.
Of crappy title like that, where like you don't necessarily need to book big storylines in it. It's just have a show that elevates the next level.
Bunch of exhibition matches.
Yeah, see what their reactions are like to the crowd on the main roster. Give them a bit of a showcase.
Yeah, I'm into
quite
it.
Fun.
I like it. I think it's a really good idea. We're going to get a taste of this kind of thing when Gunther and Javon Evans. What an unhinged match that is. It's great. When they clash as part of the tournament to face Cena. Spoiler alert, I don't think Javon's winning that one. It'd be cool if he did, but I don't think he will. But yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I am all about just seeing things that have never happened, like pairings that have never happened before in the ring. What on earth does Oba Femi versus Randy Orton look like? I have no idea, but I'd like to find out.
Exactly.
Why not?
Low stakes as well in terms of like winners and losers. WWE are really bad at booking matches where they're like, we can't let either of these guys lose at the minute. So that it doesn't really matter if NXT guys lose. Who cares? They have plenty of time.
And if it comes out and Javon Evans, let's go back to him because he's good, he beats who's her name, Solo Sikoa, it means something because he's like got a nice little elevation from beating a main roster person. I could have picked a better example than Solo Sikoa, but there are, there's plenty of good ones out there. Let us know in the comments what kind of matches you would like to see on that show. What's cooking in your brain? Fantasy. What's cooking in fantasy booking? All right, I should be stopped. Let's talk about Drew McIntyre, right? So he was suspended on SmackDown this week because he beat up a referee. Hit him with a claymore. You can't claymore a referee, Drew.
Bad boy.
So Nick Aldis was like, "Hold on there, mate. You're not allowed to do that, geezer. You are suspended."
That's how he talks.
That's how he talks. It came out afterwards. It was reported by Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio that the reason they'd written him off was so he could go and film a movie. That was like the thing that creative said, hey, he's going to be away for a while, let's mask it, let's come up with a kayfabe reason. Well, this has now been denied by two people. The first is PW Insider. This is the more measured of the two. PW Insider wrote, for those who have asked about rumors Drew McIntyre was suspended on SmackDown so he can film a movie role, there is nothing to that. PW Insider Elite.com is told by creative sources that the suspension is just the next part of the storyline. There is nothing beyond that. The other part of I'm not gonna read the entirety of Nicola Piccolo's tweet because
it's real long.
It's deranged. It's utterly deranged. But yeah, he basically pointed out that the movie doesn't start shooting until April 2026 because Henry Cavill had tore his ACL and like that's out there. And not a great job by Dave on this one.
Yeah, his whole tweet is basically, this is super common knowledge, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. But expressed like...
much more unhinged and ranty and a bit like an Observer newsletter.
Yeah, actually.
Words.
Yeah, I mean, you try and transcribe Dave and it's like the ehs and the ums. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. So there you go. The fact is that Drew's off TV for a bit, innit?
Yeah, that's basically it. And we don't know why. I guess now. This kind of... this smacks of Shibata getting his brain removed from Meltzer. In terms of, he's not been on a huge role. He's obviously, like, still an incredible source because he's one of the most connected people in wrestling. And, like, probably always will be. But he's not had a great track record over the last sort of year or two. Yeah,
this is it. Like, he still gets some wins. Like, he got The Rock's WrestleMania stuff bang on from, like, December last year. He was reporting The Rock will not be at Mania. And still people worked themselves into thinking that The Rock was going to be there. And it was like Dave all along was like, nope. And he was right. So... yeah, people get stuff wrong all the time. I'm not sure it warrants the 5,000 word essay that it got in response. I will say that PW Insider's report was a lot more measured. And hey, PW Insider always have good info on Drew. So there you go.
There you go.
Some info.
But moving over to Tony Khan at AEW and what his dream signing would be. He was at Sportico event, an Invest in Sports event in New York. And he was asked basically which superstar or outsider, like outside of traditional wrestling kind of thing, he would desperately want to book. Do you want to take a guess?
Well, he's booked just about everything. I don't know. Henry Cavill. Why not?
It's Shaq again. He just wants Shaq back.
Yes!
Who doesn't want Shaq back? Tony said, for me, the best person we had, and I would love for him to come back anytime, would be Shaq. Shaq's 1-0, but then he's been away from AEW. He disappeared out of the ambulance in 2021, and we haven't seen him since. Where did he go? So I would love to get Shaq back in the ring. He's got to be one of the all-time greatest stars ever in basketball, and he's undefeated in AEW, he points out. So he was obviously in a mixed tag, where he tagged with Jade Cargill against Cody and Red Velvet back in 2021, and he was put through a table and like lifted out in a stretcher and put in an ambulance, and then he disappeared from the ambulance.
It was like Tony Schiavone was like, all right, I'm here at the ambulance. He's gone. Where'd he go?
Because Shaq's got magical powers, I guess, where he just kills himself and wanders off. But yeah, Tony Khan wants Shaq back.
I thought this was going to, when I saw this headline and put it in the I didn't read the story. I thought it was going to be like John Cena or Roman Reigns or someone, right?
Shaq attack.
Shaq. Sure, why not? Look, that tag match rocked. It was good. It was fun. Shaq went through a table. What more do you want? He's 7'2" or something. It's ridiculous. Why not? Why not? Look, I love that Shaq going missing from the ambulance, which is a dumb joke on the internet, is now canon.
Yeah.
That's now a thing in AEW lore. It's a story, and when he finally arrives, when he comes back, I think he should come out of an ambulance. Why not?
Yeah, definitely. Like the lights should go off, and you'll just see like red and blue flashing lights, and then an ambulance backs out, and the doors fly open, and there's smoke, and Shaq walks out.
Nobody has seen Shaq for 5 years. He's on TV every week. Nobody has seen Shaq for 5 years.
We don't know where he's been.
He's back. He's like bionic. Like he's got like a metal arm or something. Him and Satnam Singh, they should team up. I reckon.
There you
go. The big boys. Who are they facing?
Bucket Tony.
Serpentico and someone else very small. That'd be fun.
That'll do.
Get Microman in. Why not? Why not?
So there you go.
Good stuff. This is
that's the story.
Unhinged. Yeah, I'm not sure. Who do you want Shaq to face in AEW?
Get Marco Stunt back.
Marco Stunt. He had to retire, the poor fella.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm a big Marco Stunt guy, man. Sad the way his career ended.
Yeah,
I really liked him versus Lance Archer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marco. I know that involved you getting thrown around a lot.
Loved any time he got hurled around the ring.
Yeah, good stuff. Sometimes you need guys who just get thrown around a lot. That's the way of the world. You are either the thrower or the thrown, and there's no middle ground. Okay.
Life lessons.
Life lessons with me. I'm a flipping.
Which one are you? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm a regular Pythagoras, me. I know all the corners. Anyway, all the angles. Shut up, Andrew. We're going to end this one right now. We will be back with more news later on. If you enjoyed this video, check out the one on your screen right now. Reacting to the PWI Women's 250, which dropped yesterday and has some very interesting things. Rhea Ripley's number 10.
Damn.
People are mad. Bye.